What's going on, guys? Pdaaaawg here, and I'm bringing you a bit of a different video today. I don't normally do these kind of videos, and I was going to do this on Twitter as a tweet form, but I figured there's way too much to talk about here for me to just do it in a few characters, so I figured I'd do this in one big video. I'm going to cover the Golden Globe Awards and my thoughts on them. The reason why I'm doing it this year is because this is the year that I've kind of seen the most films that are coming out. I'm starting to see a lot more films, now that I'm turning a bit older. There's a cinema kind of local to me where I can see most of these films. It's a pretty big cinema, so it shows a lot of these films. So I figured that I'm in a better position to comment about some of these choices for the Golden Globes. The Golden Globes happened last night. I caught a bit of it live. I didn't watch all of it live because I would have been up to like 5 in the morning, and I have classes this week. So unfortunately, I didn't get to see all of it. But I have seen all the results here, so I'm going to go over them, and we're going to talk about this here. So we might as well get stuck straight in. There's quite a lot of awards to cover. I'm only going to cover films because I should really watch a bit more TV. But films is basically where I mostly watch, so I can comment the best on those. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. So the first award we're coming to, I'll do some screen capture here for you. First award we come to is Best Foreign Film, or Best Foreign Language Film. I can't really comment on this. I haven't seen any of these films, but Leviathan one is a Russian film, I believe. Good on you. I don't really know what that means. How to Train Your Dragon won Best Animated Film. I'm not too sure what to think about that because the Lego Movie was pretty spectacular. I will say it was awesome. Can I say? Oh dear, the pun. I'm sorry. I had to make it. Oh well. The other films, Book of Life, Box Trolls had no hope. Big Hero 6, Disney film, but even still not that brilliant. And then yeah, Lego Movie and How to Train Dragon 3. I'm sure it's still brilliant. It came up on a lot of people's top 10 lists. The Lego Movie, come on. Maybe the Oscars, you never know. I'll also comment a bit about that, about how some of these choices might affect the Oscars. Best Original Score went to Johan Johansson. What a brilliant name. For The Theory of Everything. I'm not too sure what to think about this because like I didn't think the score for The Theory of Everything was that like brilliant. I don't think it was that great. I mean, sure it was good. I mean, like it was good enough, but I didn't think it was like worthy of a Golden Globe. Like, I wasn't too sure. I almost was certain that Antonio Sanchez is going to win it for Birdman because I haven't seen Birdman yet. I'm going to see it this week along with Foxcatcher. And at this point, I definitely am going to see it after seeing some of the awards that I picked up here. But I'm still kind of. I thought that was going to win for sure because of its like jazzy soundtrack. I heard it was very good and very captivating, to go along with how well it was shot. But The Theory of Everything won. I guess that's all right. I mean, again, it wasn't bad. Let's put it that way. So I just thought Antonio Sanchez was pretty much in for it. And Gone Girl, of course, Trent Reznor with his score for Gone Girl, that was also pretty good. Best Original Song, Common and John Legend in Selma, the song Glory. I can't really say much for this. The only film of these that I actually remember is Noah. And I don't remember the Mercy Is. I didn't even remember that song. I don't even know when it was played. Can't really comment much on an original song, but I heard the song. It was pretty good. Okay, let's actually get to ones I can actually talk about. Yes, best screenplay. Okay, Birdman. Okay, I suppose so. I suppose that works. I'm looking into the other ones here. Grand Budapest Hotel would have been my pick, but that's only because Wes Anderson's brilliant, and that's only because I thought Grand Budapest Hotel. It was my favorite film of last year. I thought it was very well written, very well shot, very well acted. So I figured, alright, maybe. But I wasn't sure if Grand Budapest was going to come away with any of these awards after what was going on. I thought his best shot probably would have been maybe screenplay, maybe it wouldn't be director after, because there's basically a big rivalry in directors here, and Wes Anderson isn't in there. But Birdman wins. Once again, I haven't seen the film, but I'm sure its screenplay is very good. I heard it's pretty much one of the best films of last year, like almost certain. People were saying Boyhood could have won, but I kind of agree with a lot of people in that I don't think that writing the script every year for 12 years, writing a bit of it, really counts. I think it'd rather be if it's just slap bang, there's the screenplay right there, now go act it. Put it that way. So Birdman, fair enough. That's a good enough win. Best director. Now this was pretty much between Richard Linklater for Boyhood or Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. That's a complicated name to say. For Birdman. Basically, all of these are pretty good ones. Let's say David Fincher's in there, Wes Anderson's in there, of course. But basically, it was between. I think someone dubbed it as it was the shoot versus the shot. Because Alejandro Inarritu had like the a continuous shot for his entire film, whereas Linklater had shooting the film for 12 years, and I think that won. Boyhood, I did see it. It was in my top. It's in my top 3 favorite films of last year. It was very good, I will say, and I don't have any complaints for it winning Best Director. I think it was very well shot, especially for all like having keeping maintaining the consistency throughout the entire film. I think that was very important. I'm very impressed that Linklater could do that in between some of his old films like Bernie and the Before trilogy, all their stuff. And yeah, that's all right. Again, Wes Anderson I would have loved as well, but there you go. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role in a motion picture. Patricia Arquette won for Boyhood. I didn't think it was like a brilliant award-winning performance by Arquette. I think Ethan Hawke was probably the standout performance in that film, but there's no chance he was won Best Supporting Actor. I'll get to that straight after this. But I do think Patricia Arquette was good enough. I'm looking at the other nominees here. Keira Knightley for Imitation Game, no. Emma Stone for Birdman. I never thought Emma Stone was that great of an actress as it was. Meryl Streep for Into the Woods, no. And then Jessica Simpson for Most Violent Year. I haven't seen Most Violent Year, so I can't really say much about that. But I think out of those, Patricia Arquette probably did have the best performance, I'd say. But I mean, even then, it wasn't a tough category, especially when you compare it to Best Director and some of the other ones that we're going to see here. Best performance by an actor in a supporting role, J.K. Simmons for Whiplash. I really look forward to J.K. Simmons cleaning house for Whiplash, because I'm going to call right now. There's been a very few performances where an actor has won every single award, like in the ceremony. So we're talking like Golden Globe, BAFTA, Screen Actors Guild, Oscar, and what's the other one? I can't remember. But basically, I think because I think Day-Lewis did it for There Will Be Blood, and I think he did it for Lincoln as well. Helen Mirren did it for The Queen. I think J.K. Simmons might do it for Whiplash, because I mean, the film isn't even out in the UK yet, but I've seen enough of it. Like I've seen clips of it. I just have to. It's probably my most anticipated film seeing this month. I mean, I've seen Birdman and all stuff, but I can't wait to see Whiplash, because J.K. Simmons, I always said he was underrated. I think he's a brilliant actor in pretty much everything he does. Obviously, he has the Spider-Man stuff, but then you see him and like he has voiceover work. Like he was in Portal 2, which he did a brilliant job in that. He was in like Juno. He was in Up in the Air, all that other stuff. But I mean, and thank you for smoking as well. But I mean, his performance in Whiplash just looks absolutely captivating, and I can't wait until he wins the Oscar. And I'm calling it right now. That's one of like the locks. He's gonna win the Oscar. Like no one else can even touch him. And look, and this is probably one of the toughest categories as well. Look at these other people. You got Robert Duvall for The Judge. Here's probably one of the better performances in that movie, let's put it that way. Mark Ruffalo for Foxcatcher. I feel kind of bad for Foxcatcher, and we'll get to that in a wee minute, but I mean, I feel kind of bad for it, because I mean, it had a lot of potential and buzz for it with all the performances going on, but it just didn't seem that's going that way. Ethan Hawke for Boyhood. I really liked Ethan Hawke in that film. I thought, once again, as I said there now, I think he was one of the best performances. He was the best performance in that film. And Edward Norton for Birdman. He was another kind of close one, but again, J.K. Simmons, man, Joe, whew, damn, impressive. Best performance by an actress in a musical or comedy. Amy Adams won for Big Eyes. Not sure about that. This is her back-to-back win. She won for American Hustle last year as well. Amy Adams, I really like her. 5-time Oscar nominee, I think. I feel kind of bad for her, and this might be a 6th. Let's put it that way, because if she wins Golden Globe for Best Actress, and she might just get nominated for an Oscar, and she might lose again. Oh dear. Comparing to another person that's going to be later up here. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Big Eyes, so I can't really say, but I've heard that it's not a brilliant performance. It's not like riveting. A lot of people were saying that Emily Blunt should have won for Into the Woods. And I mean, I really liked Emily Blunt. I really do like Emily Blunt. She was brilliant in Edge of Tomorrow. I think that's the other film in my top 3 films of last year, funny enough. But I'm looking. But again, I haven't seen Birdman or Foxcatcher. Maybe they can fight up there. Even though it'll be 2015 over here, because UK dates suck. Helen Mirren for 100 Foot Journey, and I know I'm going to try and pronounce her name, but for Annie sucks. Julianne Moore for Maps of the Stars. Julianne Moore didn't have to win 2 Golden Globes, let's put it that way. And I think she really did deserve it for the first one that she won. But yeah, Amy Adams for Big Eyes. Best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical or comedy. Michael Keaton for Birdman. Was there any doubt that he's like the other? Well, no, he's not actually. He's not a lock for Best Actor. Let's put it that way for Oscars, because there is another rivalry going on there. But looking at the other ones, Ray Fiennes for Grand Budapest. He did. I mean, I will say, as much as I liked the film, I didn't think Ray Fiennes was that fantastic. I mean, it was funny and stuff. He had his quirks and whatever, but I mean, I don't think that was like a brilliant role for Ray Fiennes. Like, I think he's done better roles, so I wasn't too upset that he lost. Christoph Waltz for Big Eyes, and Christoph Waltz, I can never pronounce his name. Come on, you've won enough awards, Christoph. Come on. So he got nominated for Big Eyes. Bill Murray for St. Vincent. I mean, I love Bill Murray as much as the next guy, but there was no touch on Michael Keaton, I'd say. And I think St. Vincent, he didn't really act too out of himself, shall I say, for St. Vincent. He kind of looks as if he's playing Bill Murray in that film. I'm Walking Phoenix for Inherent Vice. And Inherent Vice isn't out here. It's the newest Paul Thomas Anderson film. He directed my favorite film of all time, There Will Be Blood. But I mean, I don't know, I heard Inherent Vice is a bit iffy. I'll ask to be the judge of that. But Joaquin Phoenix, he's a good actor. He's long overdue. Like he's very underrated at the awards ceremony. Like he doesn't win anything, but he's such a good actor in like everything he's in. I think that he's been nominated like every year for like the past 3 years. So what was it for like The Master, another Paul Thomas Anderson film, Her last year, and now Inherent Vice. Oh, poor guy. But Keaton for Birdman, there was no stopping him. Let's put it that way. Like he's another one where he's just unstoppable right now. He's busy having the McConaughey comeback the Matthew McConaughey had last year. Now Michael Keaton's having it for this year. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture drama, Julianne Moore for Still Alice. This is a pretty easy one to spot from what people were saying. I'm pretty surprised about that because I thought Rosamund Pike and Reese Witherspoon would have been kind of close there. Jennifer Aniston and Felicity Jones I thought didn't really have much of a chance. It was between those three. Even then, Reese Witherspoon for Wild I didn't think had as strong a chance as Rosamund Pike for Gone Girl. I will say Rosamund Pike was probably the best performance in Gone Girl from what I'd seen. But Julianne Moore for Still Alice, I'd heard it was a really good performance. It's not like anywhere for quite a while, it seems. But I'm kind of glad that she won anyway. I think this is also her back-to-back Golden Globe, maybe for something else. I can't think now. But she might win the Oscar for it. I think she's got a better chance than Amy Adams at winning it at this rate. And I mean, once again, I think well deserved if that happens because she's long overdue of an Oscar. Because Julianne Moore, I think she's been nominated 4 times or so, something like that there. But she's been nominated since like the 90s and she hasn't won one. So I think if she wins for Still Alice, it'll be kind of like the Cate Blanchett of last year, where like I didn't see her film at all, but she was winning all these awards. This might be Julianne Moore this year, and if so, I really like Julianne Moore. She's a really good actress. So I've got no complaints if she wins. Best performance by an actor in a motion picture drama. This was such a tough category for this. Eddie Redmayne won for The Theory of Everything. I think pretty well deserved. I seen that film last week, and I thought it was your typical biopic. I don't think the film itself was that amazing or brilliant, but I thought his performance, hands down, was like stood out from the rest. Like he really transformed himself for that role. But so did these other people. Steve Carell for Foxcatcher. I'm kind of disappointed because that would have been such a brilliant role for him. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem the film itself doesn't seem to have stood up to the way he like transformed himself in that role. Benedict Cumberbatch from Rotation Game per Ben. Seriously, he's not getting that much recognition in the awards ceremonies at this rate. Jake Gyllenhaal for Nightcrawler. A lot of people were annoyed he didn't win this. Jake Gyllenhaal is one of my favorite favorite actors, and I really enjoyed him. I really enjoy him pretty much everything he's in. Should he have beat Eddie Redmayne though? I'm not too sure. And then David Oyelowo, he's another one that a lot of people thought was going to win for his portrayal of Martin Luther King. He's basically like the Chiwetel Ejiofor of this year because he's playing another African American, famous African American figure. And he's British as well, which is pretty funny. But I think Eddie Redmayne for winning for Theory of Everything gives Michael Keaton a pretty good opponent for the Oscars. It seems it's going to be between him and Eddie Redmayne for the Oscar. If it was between I'll get to that at the very end actually. Why I think the Oscar picks are going to be and who I think will win them. You already know one of mine, Best Supporting Actor, but that's easy. Hands down, the biggest upset of the night, Best Motion Picture Musical Comedy, Grand Budapest Hotel beats Birdman. Oh my goodness. I was really excited whenever I seen this. I was like, what? Grand Budapest? Really? Like it doesn't win anything except flipping Best Picture? I just thought it was really impressive. It also beat St. Vincent's, Into the Woods. I mean, those other three, there's no chance they were getting a shot of that. Pretty much everyone thought it was Birdman. But then Grand Budapest was like, yeah, it would be nice if it won, but it's not going to be Birdman. And sure enough, it did. Holy crap, that was pretty impressive, I will say. Well deserved. Obviously, I'm going to say that, but yeah, I thought it was very well deserved. I thought it was very well, like everything as I said before, is very well made. Like everything kind of came together very well. I'm sure the same can be said for Birdman, and I almost want to say that Birdman should have won it. I'm just really glad the Grand Budapest did win in the end, and it'll be an interesting twist to see what will happen for Best Picture at the Oscars. And in the final award, Best Motion Picture Drama went to Boyhood, beat Selma, Imitation Game, Foxcatcher, and Theory of Everything. I think that was kind of I think that's kind of obvious. I'd say comparing the other ones. I mean, I'd say out of the other ones, maybe Selma could have won, but still, Boyhood I think trumps all of them anyway. So that'll be interesting for the Oscars. So let's talk about the Oscars a bit here. So I don't really think you need to see this. The Oscars get announced this Thursday. I'm uploading this on the Monday, so you've got 3 days until my picks get out of date. But I'm going to call right now for all the acting categories: director, screenplay, and picture. I'm going to try and predict here. Best actor, I think best supporting actor, let's say. J.K. Simmons is going to win. I'm pretty sure the nomination is going to be similar for all of them. Like it's going to be similar to like what you've seen there. So maybe you'll have Edward Norton, Mark Ruffalo will probably be there, or Channing Tatum maybe. They might put him in instead. But it doesn't matter because I still think J.K. Simmons is going to win hands down. Best Supporting Actress. I think Patricia Arquette might win it, which is really surprising me. Like I can't think of any other supporting actresses in these films that are gonna like contest against that. I mean the ones I've seen there, they didn't seem a lot. Not all of them seemed really powerful. I think supporting actress is a bit weak this year, especially when you compare it to last year with Lupita Nyong'o versus Jennifer Lawrence. This year doesn't seem as interesting in my opinion. So that's a bit iffy. Best screenplay. Birdman might win it again, although you might see. I'm trying to think about what was the other film I'm thinking about here. Boyhood. You might see Boyhood scrape it. I still think Birdman will probably win it. I want Grand Budapest to win it, I'd say, because there's no chance it's going to win anything. I don't think at the Oscars at this rate. But I'd like if it won Best Screenplay. Oh no, yeah, sorry, you get adapted and original. It might win. No, Birdman will win original, I think, because Birdman's still original. Adapted. Theory of Everything might take it, or Imitation Game. I think it's that. Where is Imitation Game based on a book? Can't think. I think it might have been. I know Theory of Everything was based on a book, so I'd probably say Theory of Everything for adapted screenplay. But then Best Original, I'd probably say Birdman, even though it was between Birdman, Boyhood, and I would like Grand Budapest, but it's not going to happen. Best Director is going to be between Linklater and Inarritu again. I think. I don't know. I think Inarritu might win Oscar. I don't think Linklater will. I think if Boyhood wins Best Picture, I don't think he'll win Best Director. I'll put it that way. That's just what I think. I think Birdman is more impressive to look at. I mean, sure, Boyhood is a achievement in itself. But I still think Birdman is an achievement to watch. To actually enjoy and watch. If you're watching Boyhood not knowing it's filmed over 12 years, it just looks like a standard film. I would think Birdman would probably win Best Director. I think Inarritu would win. Best Actress. I hope Julianne Moore wins it. I think she is long deserved to have won. Still Alice. I've heard her performance is really captivating in that. Her only competition. I'm trying to think now. Like I'm trying to look here. Her only competition, Rosamund Pike, I'd say, for Gone Girl. But if she doesn't win the Golden Globe, she might win the BAFTA for Gone Girl. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if Still Alice is on. Is for the BAFTA. The BAFTAs are on next month, I think. Or maybe it's later this month. I can't remember. And I'll be able to watch that live, thank heaven. So I might live tweet through that if anyone's interested in that. So I think Julianne Moore will win it though. Rosamund Pike, it'd be pretty cool. I think she should get nominated, I'd say. But Julianne Moore, I think, will probably win Best Actress. Best Actor is between Keaton and Eddie Redmayne. I think Keaton will win. I do think Keaton will win. I'm not sure if Eddie Redmayne. I think they might just give Keaton the Oscar because he's been in the business for quite a while. He's been around since the 80s, probably 70s, probably not 70s, but he's only been around during the 80s, the 90s, and he's having his comeback now. I think it'll depend on who wins at the BAFTAs. I think though Redmayne might win at the BAFTAs because I don't know, but the BAFTAs seem to like British stuff as you'd expect. I don't know. I still think Keaton will probably win as actor. That's what I'm gonna say. But I wouldn't be surprised if Redmayne came out with it as well. And as for the other ones, you get Oyelowo, he might sneak in, but I still think the main two are Eddie Redmayne and Michael Keaton. And then Best Picture, I think Boyhood will probably win. I think if Birdman did beat Grand Budapest for Best Comedy, it'll be between the two of them. But I don't know. I think Boyhood will probably win Best Picture. I'd say. So I think Boyhood will probably take away Best Supporting Actress and Best Picture. And maybe Best Director if they're feeling it, or maybe Best Screenplay as well. We just don't know. It could clean house, but it seems like in all the award ceremonies, all of them are so good that there's no clean sweeps. So I'm kind of glad about that. Like I know Gravity went nuts last year, as did 12 Years a Slave. But I'm pretty glad there's a bit more spread out this time around. It makes it a lot harder to guess, which I'm kind of happy about. So that's my Golden Globe analysis and Oscar predictions. For now, I might do an updated version of this, like a very quick one, once I see the Oscar list. I'm not too sure. Once I see Birdman and Foxcatcher, I'll be able to have a better judge of some of these. But I figured I'd do this now and get out of the way, get my raw feelings on it. And I think I was pretty happy about this. I'd say, looking at the list down. Yeah, a few surprises, few expected ones, but that's about it. So Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This probably won't be the last, but I'll probably do another one of these for the Oscars, and I'll see how right I was in that. I'm not sure if I watched the Oscars live. I think it's on like on Sunday, and that's a pretty bad day for me, you know, especially if it's going to be on during the night. I'm not too sure that I'll probably be an idiot and end up staying up anyway, because you know, with I'm seriously doing it for Evolution, you know, the fighting game tournament that I might end up doing it for the Oscars as well. Why not? But that's about it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Pdaaaawg, and I'll see you guys for maybe some more movie talk, maybe some more gaming, maybe some IRL videos. We don't know. That's about it. See you guys.